Oh, boys and girls, we have had, let's just say, some questionable form. Last two games, well, I'll show you in a moment, but the form has been questionable at best. But I bring you back today for the FA Cup second round qualifying match against Lewes FC. And as you can see, like I said, after that loss to Kidderminster, we then went on to lose our next three games. We have kind of brought the form back ever so slightly. We drew 0-0 with Affrington, they were top of the league, and then we drew 1-1 with Buxton, who were third in the league. So surely this bad run of form means we're going to go on for a lovely healthy cup run, right? We're going to find out in today's episode. The plan will be to show the Lewes FC game now. All being well, we'll then skip forward to the third round because that will fall in just under the Scarborough Athletic game. So we'll play today's game, we'll skip the Scarborough Athletic game, and then I'll show you the third round qualifying. In terms of the league table, we are currently sitting 18th. It was a mid-table finish that the board was expecting, and also don't forget the media was expecting us to get relegated. Since you last joined us, there's not been any more incomings into the squad. I'm struggling to find players that can come in with the limited wage budget that we've had, as the transfer window has now slammed shut for most of the domestic leagues. We are looking at some loans, and we're going to try and bring some loans into the club. Hopefully it means we're going to go on a nice cup run. We're going to go for pretty much an unchanged 11. Darnell Johnson has come on leaps and bounds since I've joined the club, and his development is incredible. He's gone all the way up to a 4.5-star defender, current and potential. Only 27 years old. And as you can see, like I said, an unchanged 11. So with Camis in goal, Wilson, Johnson, Francis and Rudy in defence. Humphrey and Ashby as our two CDMs. Got some potential transfer business coming in positions, so watch this space, but I won't reveal anything just yet, just in case. We've then got McEphron, Clark and Björn in the attacking positions, and Westendorf up front. We are actually the favourites for a change. I'm going to go and put on this time to end our bad run of form. We know you're the right men for the job, so let's go out there and get the game won and get us into the next round of the FA Cup qualifying round, that is. We want that little shiny ball to be on there with an Oxford City number and not a Lewes FC number. Ball in from McEphron. Ashby picks it up. Long shot, all comes off the post. Bit of a ping pong in the box there. Goes out for another corner. We're not going to see it because obviously it was absolutely dreadful. But 12 minutes in, again, we're giving up the position bar. XG is much better. We've had 8 shots, well, 9 shots and 4 on target. We have got a corner here that we see the highlight. Ashby's going to bring it in from the left-hand side. Goes there for the far post. Can't quite get the header on target. Ashby back in. Oh, and that was that one of them wingers as well. That would have been a change of form for him. That's what I'm talking about. The confidence in the two wide players just isn't quite there at the moment. Corner for Lewes FC. They play it short. Goes round the defender. Come on, we need to get rid of this ball. Don't give away a penalty. Oh, a deflection, but Camis has got it saved. Camis, to be fair to him, since we brought him in, hasn't actually been performing that bad. It's just the defence has been quite leaky. Hopefully, if we can get one more centre-back or a better left or right back in to partner alongside Johnson, we can almost become a bit of a rock at the back, and as long as we're secure at the back, then we should be fine. We're going to actually change this from cautious. We're going to go to balance. We are playing a lower opposition, so we probably shouldn't really be playing on a cautious mentality. Not that it's really been having that much of a negative impact on the XG, but so far, no goals, no real highlights apart from us hitting the post. Lovely take from Westerdoof, and he passes it in. That's the ball that we want. We just want them to pass it across the box. Winger scores. We can't really complain more than that. Great ball from Rudy. A lovely touch that takes away 2 centre-backs. And then he just takes one touch, squares it, and it's on a plate. You can't get an easier finish than that, can you? If you didn't score there, then there'll be a problem. You're just getting hooked straight off. XG of 3.42, so we're actually getting the chances, and we're getting good chances. We're just not putting them away. 9 shots on target, 1 goal. As we can see, match momentum is strongly in our favour. Lewes haven't had any of the match momentum apart from right at the beginning of the game. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. I think that's a good one to do. Again, I always try to keep my management style as quite encouraging, quite alongside the players, but also then when I do criticise them, they know it's coming from a right place, right? I don't want them thinking it's an easy free ride that I'm never going to criticise them. We might as well bring off you. We don't want you risking getting a suspension. Bring on some of the players who don't usually get too much of a run out. Just because... We'll do you there. Oh, we can only make the 3 subs. Okay. Thought you could make 5 subs. Oh, there's 5 subs in the league, 3 subs in the FA Cup, isn't it? You get the extra sub if it goes to extra time, or I think it's 1 or 2 extra subs if it goes to extra time. 81 minutes played. 1-0 to us still. Hampton Star are just getting a warning. If you've given away a free kick that equals an equaliser now, then again, you may never play for me ever again. And we've given away a penalty. And of course, it's McEachran that's giving it away. I think it goes straight to penalties. I don't think there's a replay. Might be getting ahead of myself. Who knows? Camis may save it. He doesn't. Surprise, surprise. He went the wrong way. We're going to go positive for the last 10 minutes. Realistically, we just want to get this game won. This is what happens when you don't take your chances. Look, 12 shots on target. 1 goal. Been sloppy. The worst thing is I've taken off my 2 best wingers. Or one of my best wingers. Thinking the game's wrapped up, and then of course they get a penalty. I've given away so many penalties in this series so far. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not sure if you think that the game just seems to award so many more penalties nowadays. It's disappointing not to win. It does go to a replay, it doesn't go to penalties. So what we'll probably do, what does it actually do to the fixture schedule? It brings it to a straightaway next, so we're just going to go straight around to the replay and get that one. Well, if we don't beat Lewes in the replay, then we will be kicking ourselves, because we've either been pulled to play against a vegetable, we're playing Leek or Stockton in the 3rd qualifying round. So realistically, we've got a very good chance of getting through to the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup here. Manny Aliki is signing for the club from a free agent. He's a 32-year-old midfielder. Now, it isn't uncommon to see older players step down to the National League and obviously set the league on fire, right? So we needed a new centre defensive midfielder, as we know. The 2 that we've got haven't really been setting the world alight, and he can play as a box-to-box midfielder or a deep line playmaker. So he's coming into the club. We already improved the goalkeeper spot, so that centre midfield position was something that we really needed to do, and which we have now done, and he is going to feature straight away against Lewes. So as we can see, the starting lineup is exactly the same from the last game. Only difference is Manny Aliki is coming into that centre midfield role. Hopefully can shore it up a little bit more, and hopefully we can have a bit more highlights this time round, because in the last game we didn't. And secondly, hopefully, obviously, we can take home the win. We're at home in front of the fans, right? We can't be going out of the qualifying rounds of the FA Cup to Lewes FC at home to all of our fans. That is something that they are not going to forgive us for. They have come out the blocks, Lewes FC, by dominating the position. To be fair, let's change that to balanced. We had cautious far too long in the last game. We should have really sorted it out a lot quicker. Over to Johnson, into Wilson, McEachran. Long ball over the top for Clark. Clark takes his man on, gets the ball in. Oh, there's confusion there between the goalkeeper and centre-back. We can't capitalise. And a lovely shot. Oh, lovely play. Unfortunately, not what we wanted to see, though, in terms of the end result. Let's encourage the boys. Get them to maybe claw their possession back a little bit. There we go. A couple more percent. We're so used to it being sub 30% anyway now, so it's not really any surprise. Johnson into Bloom. Humphreys into McEachran. McEachran takes his man on, beats him. Wilson on the overlap. Back into the winger. Still haven't seen the new boy. There he is. Lovely ball from him. Clark gets onto it, pounces onto it, header in. Come on! He jumps for it and see what happens. Scores a goal. We need him firing all cylinders. He's such an elusive player. He'll get like 1 goal and then go off the boil for about 4 games and won't score again. We can just get him into a good run of, or a vein of form, then we should be laughing. McEachran into Humphrey. Clark. Ball out to Wilson. Sees the space. Wilson, long ball in. No one's running into that though. Clark takes up the loose ball. Is he going to take his man on like he usually does? Cuts it inside to Rudy. Rudy takes a shot. And it goes through Dickie's legs. Couldn't keep it out. Oxford City 2. Lewes FC 0. And it smells like we're going into the third qualifying round of the FA Cup. Goal kick from them. Awful, woeful goal kick. We'll take that all day long. Let's get a third. Let's really seal the game. Into McEachran. McEachran back to the... And there he is. Isaac Westerdoof. Is it Western Doof or Western Diouf? Who knows? Western Diouf. We did tinker with the formation ever so slightly and the roles. And it's cut. Has it worked? I mean, we drew against top of the league and third. Oh, Clark's been taken out there. Come on, you can't be doing that. Then again, Starkey has been getting absolutely done over all game. Humphrey with the delivery. Clark kicks it up. You can hear the shoot back call from the fans. Clark. If you're going to do that, you might as well just square it. There's no runners, but there's more threat doing a square than there is that shot. Let's make some subs. I mean, this is what happened last time when we made some subs and when we went and we let them get back in the game. I mean, I don't think they're going to get back in the game from this stance. Actually, we won't make that sub. What we might do is, yeah, we'll take him off. I don't want to get any injuries. Unnecessary injuries to some of our star players is not what we want. That means we are putting Aliki out for a whole 90-minute debut. But to be fair, stamina-wise, he's looking good. He's not knackered. He's just bossing the midfield, shielding it, tracking his player. Good block. Daniel picks up the ball. Into McEachran. Out to Wilson. Wilson on the overlap. Crosses it. He jumps up again. See what happens. You put the balls into the box, let him jump, and he'll score all day long. Hat-trick hero for him in the qualifying round. Can't complain really, can you? Look at that. Perfect header. Lovely and precise into the corner. Hopefully this will kickstart his season now. Or at least mean they'll score in the third qualifying round, right? Off the back of a hat-trick, surely you're going to score again. McEachran takes on his men, beats 2, beats 3. It's the lovely solo run. Messi-esque. But of course, he just doesn't have the finish. Let's praise the boys again, because for some reason would have preferred to stay on the bench. We're 3-0 up against Lewes FC. What do you mean you would have preferred to stay on the bench? Oh, he almost got another one. Hit the post. He's hit the post twice today. He would have got 5 goals if the goal was ever so slightly larger. 70 minutes played. McEachran now going on one of his other Messi-esque runs. He's having too much fun with it. He's just enjoying it. No one's closing him. Look at him. He's finding pockets of space all over the field. Lovely ball from Aliki into Daniel. Manages to keep it on. Goes past his man. Humphreys. Oof. At least, hopefully, having a more holding player next to Humphrey, he can get further forward with some of them surging runs that he likes to do. There we go. Can't complain. 4-0 win. That does get us into the next round. Let's see exactly when that is. That's what we'd like to see. Sees 3k just from going through that qualifying round. We are still 39 grand in the red. And we are £83 over our wage budget. But hopefully we get into the 4th qualifying round after beating Leek. Or when we beat Leek, should I say. So that game's due for Saturday the 27th of September, which is after the Scarborough Athletic game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Scarborough Athletic game off camera and I'll bring you back for the game against Leek in the 3rd qualifying round. We did draw 1-1 against Scarborough in the end. Last minute equaliser for them. I say last minute, 76th minute is still a bit of pill to swallow considering we were dominating most of the game, but we'll take it. It's not a loss. We are now unbeaten in 5. So, you know, can't complain. We go into the game against League with pretty much an unchanged starting lineup. We have signed another player in on loan. We've signed in Mr. Jonathan Lawson. He's 19 years old, from Watford. 3.5 star ability, 4.5 star potential. Comes in as a winger. Gonna be more as like a backup than he is going to be first choice, but a very good backup to have, especially with the games coming thick and fast. So as we can see, unchanged lineup. Cummins in goal. Defensive Burrows, Johnson, Francis and Rudy. Oliki and Ashby in the centre of midfield. Jack, Birney, McEachran, Clark and Westendorf up front. As usual, like I said with Westendorf, scored a hat-trick and then went absolutely missing in the last game. So hopefully he can get another hat-trick today and at least, you know, be one of the top goal scorers in the qualifying rounds of the FA Cup. We are playing in the white and blue strip. League are in the yellow strip. Long ball over top. Johnson's going to deal with that all day long. Ashby into Birney. Birney takes on his man, gets past him, goes all the way around, cuts inside. Lovely ball. Westerdoof. Oh, he just misses his header. McEachran. Oh, almost an absolute peach of a qualifying round goal. Encourage the boys. We do seem to do better possession-wise against these lower level oppositions, and I know it's because they're a lower level, but it's nice to see some possession over 30%. Long ball from the goalkeeper. McEachran picks up the loose ball. Bad pass. Francis heads it to absolutely no one. Had so much time. McEachran. Birney. Lovely ball for Westerdoof. Here we go. This is where he wants it. He's hit the post. You couldn't literally serve that to him on the plate any better. Birney. Ball in. No one's there at the far post. Ashby. Into Rudy. Over the top into McEachran. I mean, he's quite small. He's not going to get that. Clark. Goes past his man. Takes a shot. Deflection. But the goalkeeper saves it and smothers it. How has Westendorf missed? He should be flying high after the last qualifying round. This is your level, mate. Birney. Into Burrows. That's definitely not Burrows. Clark with the goal, though. What a lovely cross. Bruffos. Into Clark. First time volley. Bang. Keeper dives far too early. Far too early, but we'll take it. 1-0. Are we getting in to the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup? 1-0 up, 12 minutes on the clock. Dangerous free kick to defend here. Ball comes in. Lovely header away. Deal with the second. Miss comes out, makes the save. Proves why it was a good investment by another goalkeeper. Not only that, but don't forget, the only goalkeeper on the books at Oxford City was a goalkeeper that was on loan. So we had no development of any goalkeeper at all. At least this way, Camus is ours. He's not on loan. He develops and he goes well. We can always sell him. Get a pretty penny from it as well. McEachran into... Oh, the keeper saved it. I was going to say, please don't tell me he's managed to hit the post from there. Keeper just pushed that onto the post. Clark is alive. Gets the ball. Francis into Johnson. Back to Francis. They're just flirting with each other. Ashby. Oliki. Lovely ball into Birney. Birney takes his past his man. Oh, he loves a curler. He loves a curler, that boy. Shame his success rate is about 1 out of 10 shots that actually go in. 20 minutes on the clock. Highlight from them. Deep in their half. McGraffrey. See, look at the players just swarming them like bees. Absolute hornets. Here, look, we can have the ball here, not a problem. But as soon as it comes here, bang, we've got press. Leave it. And then we press. On them like a rash. This is the type of style that we want to be embedding into the team. Long ball, because they've got no other options. McEachran picks it up, says thank you very much. Clark into Westendorf. Clark. Ashby. McEachran. It's not McEachran anyway, it's McEachran. I think of Josh McEachran. McEachran. League are pushing players forward, are they? Seems to be fitting into our style of the direct counter-attacking football. Lovely ball over to top. Bierney. We're just not clinical enough there. Going to praise the boys. Keep it up. It's nice to see the three attackers, well, the three attacking midfielders all in a good rating. 7.2s across the board. That's a bit alarming considering the performance you put in last time, but that's fine. For now, anyway. You've got a whole nother half to score. Oh, a lovely ball. That's the interception that we want. Awful pass. That just sums him up perfectly. And we want to be pressing. There we go. That's half time. 1-0 lead at home. Are we happy with 1-0? They're going well, but you could be doing better. Let's make some changes. I'm going to actually change your playing position just into a centre forward. Don't think a target man is suiting him that well. He's frustrated by the feedback. To be fair, you have played well, but you have missed ample amount of chances. Yeah, we're not going to make any other changes. Tactical tweak, let's say, in terms of a change. We're going to change him from a target man into a centre forward. Hopefully see him make some more further runs forward than sitting back and coming back to receive the ball. We're going to take him off. We're going to take Clark off. We did this last time and then we conceded, but I think that's what we're going to have to do. I don't want to risk any injuries to them. They are influential in terms of how we play. We're still unbalanced. I think we're going to stay unbalanced. We're not going to push forward. We're winning. We don't need to chase the game. If anything, they need to start chasing it more. We're going to wait before we shout. Let's just see this highlight. If we don't score from this, then we will just tell them to focus at the job in hand. We don't want them to get complacent. Daniel. Nothing ball there. Johnson, of course, rising like a salmon to head that away. Sturridge, Campton Sturridge. He's in. Oh, what a goal! Do the Sturridge dance. Do the Sturridge dance. Let's go. What a great ball. Look at this for a little shot. Takes one touch. Doink. Outside of his boot. Oh, top corner. Absolute show off. That's what you want in a qualifying round of an FA Cup. Ashby, Daniel. Let's just see it out. Last minute of extra time. Is he going to score? He's probably going to hit the post. Oh, he hits the keeper. Had everything to aim for. Just not there. But that's it. Through to the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. It wasn't that good of a win for us, let's be honest. And we received 5.62k. Lovely. We are now 47 grand in the red. But it does mean we go into the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for obviously watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please hit that like button if you have. Please subscribe if you're new around here. And of course, leave me in the comment section below how far you think we're going to get in the FA Cup this season. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.